Breakfast with KXVU.
Trickstar Radio.
So obviously we're kind of looking at Afrolection obviously as like an overall thing here. So I've seen a couple of radio shows pop up. I've seen a couple of events kind of in the works. So would you describe it as like an events company primarily, or would you say more?
For now, I will say it's more like a radio show, like a radio station. And events, like company. But the main goal with it, I really want to turn it into, the events part. I want to turn it into a festival.
Okay.
And
so that's that. I'm assuming that's like a 10-year down the line plan for how it's going to work.
Yes. That's one thing that I learned since I came in this country is to be patient. When I came to this country 2 years and a half ago, I didn't know how to speak English. When I came to this country, 2 years ago, I never worked in my life. I never had a job. It's not like I was a spoiled kid, but my parents worked so hard to give me everything that me and my brothers needed. And, I just didn't know so many things. And, I learned how to be, take things one step at a time, be patient. First, focus on learn English, then focus on, get to know people, network, and take everything slow. So now it's quite like the same approach with Afrolection. I feel like nowadays, especially when you quite like gain some sort of popularity, even if in your city or like be traveling in London or do like Afrobeat events in there or networking in that, everybody trying to be like just so fast on everything.
People want to grab it and literally sprint with it before it's got any real foundation.
It just scares me, if I'm honest with you. Like, obviously, I want, to have success, but I feel like the reasons why I'm doing, things related to music are way too different than most of my peers around me. And I feel like, to me, it's very important to make that, separation. The fact that I'm doing this because I consider this quite like a mission. I would love to. The main idea of Afrolection is bring, the youth, the Afro diaspora, youth together. Imagine how many people in the UK now they're embracing, the African side. When just 10 years ago, I got a lot of friends telling me like they used to, hide, the fact that they were African. They used to say, "Oh, I'm Jamaican," because it was the cooler thing. Like everybody listened to Sam Paul and Beanie Man, so yeah, everybody want to be like them, but nobody want to be like Makelele or Kunta Kinte. I'm proud to be a Makelele. I'm proud to be a Kunta Kinte because that's where I come from, and I'm never gonna renegade. To me, it's like if you renegade where you come from, how can you even speak to another human being? You have to be comfortable with where you are and who you are
and where and what you come from.
And to me, I realized that's a lot of low self-esteem, but also a lot of lack of awareness, lack of education. The fact that now I'm 27 years old, but I grew up in Europe, I grew up in Spain, and I never in my life studying history, I never heard about all the black heroes that been doing a lot of things, not only in Africa but in Europe. I'm talking about the Spanish quest in the 14th 15th century, like for like 700 years, mostly like black people from Sudan, Ghana, were like they conquered Spain and they established all the good things that they have right now. Art, in terms of like architecture, like the maths, the system, everything. Same in America, and it just came to a point where like, why we have such a low self-esteem? Why we, in that sense, they made us think that we are less by default. I see you as my brother. Like, to me, you are equal. I don't see colors. So I know like most of the times when you're so passionate about what you stand for, it might come across for the opposite side as an attack. But to me, it's not it. Like, I embrace everything as family. So quite like that's the mission of Afrolection. Just quite like bring the awareness, like the education through African music. I want to turn into a magazine.
Amazing. Honestly, sitting here and listening to you speak and like the sort of the level of passion that I am getting from it is genuinely inspiring to listen to. But we do have a couple of other tracks to play, so we're going to get into one of those now. Let's go for it. So this one, I think, quite relevant to what we're talking about at the minute. This one is Burna Boy. This one is Another Story. So we're going to jump into this one next, and we're going to have a very quick chat about it. Then we're going to jump into our track of the week, and then we're going to get back to the main conversation. So don't go anywhere. We're live on Trickstar Radio with Pedrin Edu. What is the best social media tag for people to get you at on the different platforms?
On any social media, you can find me by just typing at Pedrin Edu. Pedrin, Pedran-Edu. Pedrin Edu.
Good stuff. 27 minutes past 8 here. We're live on Breakfast.
Waking up Brighton.
Breakfast with KXVU.